So if you could give me a little overview of about what do you know about data analysis? Okay, I will understand first, and then I will start telling what exactly is entire data analysis all about.
Okay, what about data analysis is it's something that has been there for long, but now what it is actually about is using technology to gather data, to study the trends, know how things have been going for long, something that you cannot do mere the physical hands or with just your mind, some things which won't be possible for you to notice, even if you wanted to do it manually. But with the help of computers and algorithms, you can just select which parameters you want to maybe have data on, and then those you use will provide you the data depending on the inputs you give, whether you want something on, let's say, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, the trends on one particular thing to inform you about future trends so maybe you can take a decision. That is what I know about data analysis.
Okay. Okay. Jones, what are your thoughts?
All I know is it's dealing with data. So
Dealing
you're
with data.
fetching data from and analyzing data.
Okay. Okay. Right. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. I will call you later.
Yeah. So the first foremost place the data was stored was, do you know which was that which was storing the data very first? Any idea? Have you heard something called mainframes?
Yes.
Okay.
I heard the name, but I have no idea exactly what it is.
Mainframes was the first database. Okay. Still, many organizations are using mainframes. Mainframes has different databases. Okay. So one of the popular one is DB2. Like in Oracle, we have SQL. Okay. In mainframes, we have DB2. What's so special about DB2? One good point is we need not create parent-child key relationship in DB2. Because in DB2, we have something called occurrences. Something called what? Occurrences. Okay. Now, there were a couple of challenges with this type of structure of DB2. Why? Because end of the day, for us to understand the analysis and prediction of what the data is actually telling the story to us, having the data in this form is not at all useful, right? Correct? So we slowly got something called, so one thing, Excel, right? You know Excel?
Yes. Yes.
Excel was initially, it was something called Lotus 123. Okay. So slowly people were using that to, manage the data. Then we got a proper DBMS tool. Proper DBMS tool called what? Fox Pro. Then slowly there was another version of it, Paradox. Okay. But the problem is these actually the advantage was these databases were quite simple. They were not complex as mainframes. But the problem is they were DBMS only. What is DBMS? Database management systems only. Okay. Now slowly Microsoft has launched Excel. Okay, guys?
Okay.
But among all of them, still people felt there was something missing. Okay, not something. I mean, they could be able to, see a lot of things are missing. Slowly, this missing thing, okay, actually gave birth to something called what? Oracle SQL. Okay. Oracle SQL, why it was more special and why it was a very sustainable and consistent RDBMS or database system, because it was RDBMS. What is RDBMS? RDBMS stands for Relationship Data Management System. Relational Data Management System. Okay, guys. So now, once this has come, okay, obviously Excel was also very key. Okay, so I'll put like this. Okay. After this Oracle SQL has come, people understood there is lot of advantage and lot of sense using Oracle SQL than any other database. Why? Any idea? Number one, this had, for relationship data management, there is something called cord loss. Something called what?
Class.
1 second. Cord loss. So there were 12 laws. Among these 12 laws, this Oracle SQL was satisfying 10.5 laws, which was quite a huge number. Earlier database weren't so successful, which Oracle SQL has. Yeah, people started using Oracle SQL, but challenge was how to use the historical or previously stored data. How to manage this previous data. Correct? Hello, guys?
Yes.
That's
Hello?
why.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, that's why they were migrating this data. Okay. Everywhere. They were migrating. This data is migrated. Okay. This was not, this was like very, very old days. So ignore about it. Okay, into Excel. And they were also migrating it to SQL. So why Excel and why SQL? This is for additional data analysis or validation. Okay, for why? For validation and analysis. Okay, guys? Yeah, for validation and analysis. Why here? Because this is a proper place, okay, where they can store the data. Okay. Permanent data storage. What if the data is missing here, missed here? What if there is some issue where it might be a biggest challenge for the application to populate the data? All these things were done as part of validation in Excel. And not just that, the data is pulled from SQL to Excel as well, again back. Okay. And Excel started to become one critical tool for validation and analysis. Please remember, till date, I'm telling about till date. Later on, we got unstructured databases. What does it mean by structural database and unstructured database? I will tell you. Okay. So always remember, this is also called as structured database. What is unstructured? We will learn that. Don't worry about it. Okay. So MongoDB, NoSQL. Okay, this was called unstructured database. And now we have a new concept which is called what? The final one, which is so we got the new one who is the talk of the town. Okay. What is that? Which is cloud database system. Correct? And what is this cloud database system? So in cloud, we have two big players, one Azure, two AWS, correct? Right? They have something called what? Data marts. Okay. There are multiple names for it. We'll get into that later. But now migrating the data from here to here, okay, again, from here to here, again, the same thing. From here to, sorry, my bad, that was wrong. There is Excel on the other hand side. So this is anyway there, right? Okay. So migrating the data from here to here is nowadays happening. So because now the comparison has to be done between SQL, SQL and cloud database system, correct? Right? Okay. Here the comparison is between mainframes and SQL data. Got it, guys? So what is this structured data and unstructured data?
So,
Any idea?
I have no idea about
no.
it.
Okay. Let's say for an example, we have gone to a shopping, okay? We have bought, there is something in a shopping cart, which somehow for which the barcode tag was missing. Okay? Barcode tag was missing. You headed to the cashier. Now you tell me, will the cashier be able to bill?
You can't.
They cannot bill.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say for an example, there is a product, there is an item in your shopping cart for which the barcode is there. Will the cashier manually type the entire product name and price? Or he or she will just scan the item and the price is automatically populated? What will happen? Price and name is automatically populated.
It will do it automatically.
How does the system know this product description is so and so, the unit is so and so, the measure is so and the price is so and the taxation is so and so? How does the system know that with the barcode?
Every barcode is unique.
Correct. But how does the system will identify this barcode is specific to that item?
They have
Maybe it's-
encoded it in there.
Yeah.
Sorry?
It's encoded inside.
May I say someone has entered this information already somewhere?
Yeah.
And what was, I mean, where would they have entered this? They would have entered.
Maybe at the back end or the manufacturer's place
Correct.
or whatever.
So they would have entered in a table called products master. So what I'm doing now, I'm contemplating, correct? Right? Products master. What would this table would have been there? The table wouldn't have told, the table wouldn't have told, you know, this barcode is respective to this product, but it might have something called product name, correct?
Yes.
Unit of measure. Do you know what is unit of measure? Milk will be in gallons, right? Correct? Okay.
Yeah.
But, you know, items like, you know, shirt, apparels will be in basically 1, 2 sizes. Okay. However, if you take something like, you know, solid weights, okay, they will be in pounds, correct? Those are called unit of measure. If you take, for example, Coke bottles, okay, they will say, hey, 250 ml of Coke bottle into how many? 12, something like that. Okay, unit of measure and price, correct? Right? Now, right. Now, there should have been some place where, you know, incoming of stock, outgoing of stock is also might have been recorded, right? Correct?
Correct.
Do you agree with me? Hello?
Hello?
There would have been some place where incoming of stock and outgoing of stock might have been recorded, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
What would have been the table? Inventory master. So what will inventory master have? It will just have, okay, the product name, my bad, product ID, sorry, correct? Every product will have a unique product ID, right?
Yeah.
This will have product ID, comma, current available stock. That's it. Now, in the inventory master, some table would have actually told the incoming stock. It will be purchase master because you purchase the stock, right? Correct? Right? Purchase
Yes.
stock master would have product
Yeah.
ID and
Yeah.
units received,
Yes.
correct? Price. However, the deduction will happen from sales table, correct?
Yes.
Because I
Yeah.
received 50 quantity, but the sale is happening in the sales table. Sales table would have invoice ID, product ID, quantity, right? Correct? So
Correct.
here, what happens is this table, whatever transaction is added in this table, it will be plus of stock in inventory master, correct? The
Correct.
stock is getting added, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here, sales, it will be what?
Minus.
Correct? It will be
Transaction is added minus of stock inventory.
minus. So there should be some dynamic process which will deduct and then populate the final sum. However, the transactions are happening here, right? There is nothing. Is there anything happening here?
No.
No. That's why this is called what? They are called reference or master tables. Okay, reference tables or master tables, and tables like sales table is called transactional tables. In migration, okay guys, for migration there is a specific term. I'm not sure if you know it. It is called what?
I don't know.
What did I write? What is this?
ETL.
Yeah, and ETL stands for extraction, transformation, and load. Okay. Extraction, transformation, and load. Clear, guys? So now, ETL means migration. In ETL terms, they are called the OLAP, online analytical processing tables, and these are called OLTP, online transactional processing. And in DBA terms, these are called dimensional tables, and these are called fact tables. Okay, guys, why these actually store factual information, the real information. These store dimensional information. Clear, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any queries? Hello?
No.
Hello?
Any queries?
No.
No, no.
You want to spend a minute to go through over if I'm going fast?
It's okay from my end.
Jones?
Oh,
Okay.
I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. Just keep going. If
Yeah.
anything, we can all revisit.
Now, if you can observe everywhere, we are not bringing product name, UOM, or price into following tables, which are purchase, inventory, and sales tables. Why? Why are we not bringing them?
Because each step is different.
But tomorrow, when the management want to do data analysis, they might ask for that data as well. See, if on a user side, someone will not be able to figure out, hey, this product ID has been sold this many, and they cannot comprehend this product will be the product name for this product. This product ID will be the product name for this specific respective product, right? Correct?
Yeah, but you have the product ID.
Yeah, but how will you fetch the product name? That's why this acts as what?
Access point.
Key. Okay? Key to pull any information. But what key is it? There are two types of keys. One we call it as primary key. Two we call it as foreign key. What does this mean? Shall we understand what are they? Okay. See, in product master, can there be same product ID for two different products?
No.
No.
No, right? That's why here in this case, this will be configured as primary key. Clear, guys? But what about purchases master? Can this be single? Can this be multiple?
It has to be primary because that's what you receive.
Your voice is low, Jones. I'm sorry, but I don't know why.
That is still primary because that's the purchase master.
I can purchase the stock multiple times and record the transaction, right? So I purchased some stock 3 months back and the stock is replenished. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. When I purchase again, the same table would carry the transaction, correct? So can I say here the product ID can be repeated?
Yeah.
Makes sense,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah, it makes
however,
sense.
the product ID should be a product ID that is from the previous table only, correct?
Yeah.
It cannot be new because the system will not understand tomorrow to correlate. That's why in all other places, this will act as a which key?
Foreign key.
Right? Maintaining this relationship between one another table is called parent-child relationship and entity relationship. What is that called? That is called
Job.
right? Okay, entity relationship. ER. In the short form, they will also call as ER diagram. Okay, guys. So anything that follow this process, primary key, foreign key constraint, we also call this as, please remember guys, I know I'm throwing many new words, but very important. Constraint. What is this called as?
Constraint.
Integrity constraint. Clear? Okay.
Yeah.
Integrity constraint. Now, any database that follow this integrity constraint, in our case, it is SQL. It is called a structured database. Any database that doesn't follow integrity constraint is called unstructured database. So whatever you see, Mongo, NoSQL, as well as the new cloud data, follow unstructured database. Okay. Why unstructured? Why structured? The validation in structured database happens at the database end. Correct? Happens where? Happens where, guys?
Master table?
At the database, in the database, right? Correct?
Yeah.
In the database. But the problem is, for unstructured database, there is no validation at all. Correct? Right?
Correct.
So what happens? There is no validation. I can do anything because there is no primary key, foreign key sort of logic here. Okay. So that's why here the validation will be happened where? At the application end. Means the application or the logic engine, which is the middleware sometimes, will take care of the everything. Will take care of it. Clear, guys? Okay.
Yeah.
But somehow, however, while migrating the data, a validation need to be done. Every mandatory field has the proper data, which will be obviously done. Okay, guys, is it clear? Did you understand the difference between structured and unstructured now?
I do.
Kind of do structures have like the key primary, which is have like a flow to it. The
So there
unstructured
is,
doesn't.
yeah, there is no such concept of primary and foreign key in the unstructured database. Got it?
Yeah.
Why? Because the such integrity constraints are maintained at the front end if needed, not back end. Yeah. Always remember, when we are talking about database, it is called back end. In IT, it is called what?
When you're
Hello?
talking about the front end,
I didn't hear what you said. It is called
Back
what?
end. It's called, what we are talking about, the entire concept is about back end.
back end, which is the database structured.
Correct. Okay. This entire
And the,
concept
and
is
the
called, we are talking about
unstructured database is
whatever. Structured, unstructured, doesn't matter. Okay. Structured, unstructured, doesn't matter. We call it as, we call it as what?
back end.
Back end, right? Always remember this term. Okay, guys. Any questions still here?
A little bit lost with the last explanation of
Sorry? Can you say that one more time, Jones?
I said I'm a little lost with the last couple of things we were doing. The SQL structured database and unstructured database.
So the
Uh,
reason is I am telling you from a conceptual standpoint, but when we
Mhm.
actually practice, what
Mhm.
happens, you will get to know that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Any more queries? Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
Any more
Back end of
queries? William
back end,
Jones?
everything. Structured or unstructured is back end.
Correct. No, not just structured. Anything about database.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone speaks saying database, always you can use a word called, see, backend is another term for database.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with the back end, I've heard it before, but my question is, since you said everything that concerns database has to do with backend, does it mean like I have a friend who programs, who does websites and everything, but he tells you he's working on it. So when he's done, he sends you the website to test it out. Then you tell him, this is wrong, this is wrong. He says, I will fix it. So he fixes it from his end and asks you to see it. So is that also some form of database since he's also working
It
on a back
depends.
end sort of thing?
If you have raised an issue which is related to field values, okay, then it might be a database. But if it is a
Okay,
cosmetic issue, like, some text is wrong somewhere, so it will be on the front end only. I mean, it will be on the programming side, not back end side. Yeah.
okay, okay.
Any more questions? Okay, guys, from tomorrow, okay, we will do proper 1 hour class, okay, proper timings. So I will take it from there. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you all. Yeah.
Another question.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the recording, how do we get access to it?
I
I'm
will I
quite
will
new
send
to
you.
this
I will
Zoom.
send you. Like I have sent the BA recording, right, Jones
Okay,
and
okay,
William?
okay,
I will send it to you as well. Yeah. Okay.
okay,
But William, from tomorrow, you're gonna do it. I will explain you how to do it. Okay.
okay, no problem.
Thank you. Thank you.